Hi, this is Corina Angela, and this is Trine Healing. Connect to your soul self. Thank you for listening today. And today's topic will be initiations of the soul. And what does that mean? Here at Trine Healing, it's all about connecting to your soul self. And what does that mean? It's becoming more aware of yourself, more aware of your soul, more aware of what you are doing here, the steps in which to connect to yourself easily, more readily, simplistic. Right? And it's pretty much the exploration of yourself and deciphering why you're here and what does your soul want you to do, and are you listening? And it's the full range, streamlining divine consciousness, source, connecting into your amazement, connecting into your brilliance, and helping other people, healing your body, your mind, your heart. Your soul's already, so connecting to your higher self. So many wonderful exercises and discussions here and videos on the how-tos, sharing here my experiences, my own personal experiences on this amazing journey that we're all on. And it doesn't matter if we've woken up yesterday or today, or we've been on this path for 40, 50 years, right? It's an ever going process that is such a beautiful process to share and to help others be more aware or just curious, right? How can you be more in service? How can you be the best version of yourself? So that's, this is what this channel's about. And thank you for subscribing and supporting each other, and with your comments and questions. All of those things are very helpful. And being the fact today is 2/22/22. Yeah, my day started out just, I saw this incredible eagle when I was driving home early this morning, and it was 6 below, freezing outside, really cold. And as I was driving home, there was to the left of me there, I just looked up, and it was just enormous eagle. And at first I'm like, what is that? The wingspan, I mean, they're usually about 14 feet or even longer. The wingspan is breathtaking alone. And I've lived here in Colorado for 7 years, and I've never seen an eagle ever like that. I've seen a golden eagle, and they're much smaller, and they're brown. They're brownish color. And I've only seen one golden eagle. Actually, I think it was last year I did for the first time. And now I saw it. It was just, and it had a white, so I was like, oh, is that a bald eagle? What's a bald eagle doing here? It's like, Anyway, I just wanted to share that because that's how the morning started. It was just like, wow. So what's that? Awareness. Are we cognizant of our awareness? Are we curious enough to look up for some reason, right? Are we looking up? Are we looking around? Are we looking, what's around us? What is with us here and now, to be very present and mindful of our surroundings. So just seeing that amazing eagle and soaring so majestically in the morning sky was just breathtaking. And to honor, it was just like this massive honor to witness, and deepest of gratitude um, I received on a deeper level. So we're going to talk about initiation of the soul. What is that, right? How are we initiating our soul? How is our soul initiating us, right? Because it happens simultaneously when the door opens, right? We have to walk to the door to open the door, and that presents us as ready. And then the unfoldment comes in, right? So when we're in alignment with what we came here to do, or in alignment with just being more observant, or in alignment of being a better friend, or an alignment of an aha that you've received, right? It's the full gamut, right? It's not a hierarchy. It's not like, oh, I'm on this level and you're on this level. No, it's all simultaneously happening, right? And how can we include that in our everyday life? So, what is the initiation of the soul? Yeah, for you, it might be a miracle, right? It might be witnessing a miracle or an epiphany in your life, or waking up and going, oh, I got it. I got my idea. Oh, I let it come in. I allowed it to come in. So maybe visit it for a moment, and what does that mean for you? Initiation of the soul. And on a variety of different ways, you can experience initiation of the soul. And when we open up to that, it's such a it's a plethora of information that comes in. Information meaning new information, information meaning the experience of it, witnessing or physically experiencing. Initiation can be health, like, you cure yourself of something, right? All of those things. It doesn't need to be, this massive ritual or something, and you get initiated into something. And although that can happen, right? With awareness, I believe that we all are initiated on some level within the experience. And I'm just I'll talk from my perspective and my personal experiences with initiation. And I did this a couple days ago, I think actually yesterday. I lose track of days. And I was asked to do a timeline, meaning my guides were like, well, do a timeline, write out a timeline. Okay, so I'm writing. And I went back to 5, 5 and all the way up until now, present time, I'm 51. And I started out at 5, and there was initiation there. It was an experience that I had. And then 7 and 9, and then 9, and then 13, and then 14, 16, and 19, and in my 20s. I mean, there's a variety of initiations that are a part of your awareness, of your growth, of your lessons, of the soul opening up you a little more every time, every time. And why? Why is that happening? Why do the light bulbs come on? Why do you get an idea out of nowhere? You're ready. It's like it's this allowance of you trusting yourself and understanding the past lessons that you have learned and where you are right here, right now, in present moment. And to have deep gratitude for that, a really deep gratitude of your initiations in life, the opening to something new. And that's what I think my perspective, um, how I like to view initiations. Some are really intense, some are very joyful and light, and some are just like, oh, the dot connected to the other dot. I mean, that is just, But when you get to a point where perhaps every day can be an initiation, perhaps seeing the eagle this morning on this very particular day is a new initiation for all of us, for you, for all of us. And what does that mean? It could be, you're more aware of your amazing talents, your gifts, your abilities. You're more aware of your truth. You're more confident within yourself. The dots are all connecting. You're more in alignment with your soul. I mean, that's just beautiful. So in what ways today can you be more aware of your surroundings, of the initiations of your soul, of yourself to your soul? And it's connecting in, perhaps in a different way today, with new eyes to see, new ears to hear, a new heart to breathe through, and to sit in contemplation and to reflect and to be in the silence, and perhaps start something new today, something amazing, something that you've always longed to do, to start it now, to begin it now. Why not? Perhaps take this video as your initiation. Maybe you needed to hear it. Maybe you've heard it all along and you didn't believe it. It's like, what if you had a decision, a really hard decision to make, and you've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off? Do it now. This is your yes. Do it. You're supposed to do it, right? Maybe it's your sign. Maybe you needed a sign. Maybe the eagle was your sign, right? It's a our world is just, I love to, in general, and on a broad scheme of things, I love to just see the world as one and connected and in harmony and peace and in tranquility, and people working together without judgment or ridicule or harsh words. And perhaps that's my initiation of my soul to better myself in every way I possibly can, so I in turn can help other people, help the planet, send healing to the planet. I've been doing that for a very long time. When I go into a very deep meditation, my meditations have been really deep lately and for very long periods of time. I was in deep meditation for 2.5 hours the other day. It was really interesting because I lose track of time. I write down my start time and my end time, and then this morning was an hour, and it felt like 5 minutes, right? But there was so much going on, so much to do, right? And just sending healing to planet Earth. I mean, how many of us can do that on a regular basis and, put our hands up or just open up our heart and just, think of or see it, or, whatever your amazement is, to focus in on the healing of the earth and the deepest of gratitude that we have for Mother Gaia, Pachamama, earth, whatever you want to call it, right? We're all here for a reason. And how grateful, you know, the deepest of gratitude to bless, grandfather sky, grandmother earth, mother Gaia. And I always love to just send the deepest of love and gratitude and healing to all, you know. I think gratitude is part of the initiation of the soul as well, because how grateful can we be, you know, even if we're really sick, how grateful we were able to open up our eyes today, and if we can't open up our eyes, maybe we moved an arm or or a leg just a little bit, right? Mm. Grateful in those very simplistic moments, and then running the gamut of your most simplistic moments into really big moments, you know. So perhaps those are initiations of the soul, and are we deeply grateful for each and every one? So yeah, ponder those thoughts for yourself. This is all for you to, maybe listen in a different way, be aware in a different way, open up yourself in a different way, be less judgmental in a different way, right? Um, and to contemplate these uh, different points of view, perhaps with different eyes, you know. And what meaning do we place on the initiations of the soul? They come in for very specific reasons. Some are really called forth and thrown into initiations. Like, you're going through initiation right here, right now. Your soul's ready, let's go, right? And you're like, been there, done that. I've had many, and but yeah, what is that? It's like, do we still go through it? Yeah, absolutely. you know. Oh my goodness. There was one in particular. I went to my first sweat lodge when I was 16, and it was in Northern California. And I was I I always love to go out on joy rides by myself and just get in the car and go, right? And I've done that ever since I got my license. Really, I still do it to this day. I do. And I was just driving aimlessly because I love to drive, and it's very zen for me. It's very soothing. It's very calming. It's like a meditation almost for me. And I drive really fast and slow sometimes. So, and I just kept hearing, just keep going, keep going. Oh, turn left, turn right, blah blah blah, right? And I'm going, going, going. All of a sudden, I end up in the middle of nowhere in this huge field, and I go into this dirt road with all these cars parked. I'm like, what is this place, man? So I park my car. I get out, and I'm like, what? And I see all this gathering, and then I see this weird hut. I'm like, what the heck is that? And I mean, I had been into self-study and intuitive studies all at that time, and just working, just really getting to know myself. That's really, self-development is just really knowing who you truly are and all the parts of you, right? So anyway, I'm looking at this hut. I'm like, what is this? So I walk up, and these people just gather, like, oh, you're here, you're here at the sweat lodge. I'm like, what's a sweat lodge? Take off your clothes and go in. I'm like, what? Here's a towel if you need one. But what? And it was an initiation for me, and one of many. And I did, and I went in, and it was the most cathartic, amazing experience. surrounded by this, the hot, hot coals, and they put the water on and the steam. It was super, super hot. And then it was just like really hot, no steam. It was just like, what is going on? And to lay on the earth, because it was all on the dirt. I mean, and I'm like, oh, all these strangers, but they didn't feel like strangers. It was really just an amazing release. And I had a lot going on that I was dealing with, and I released a lot. And then I just prayed and opened and just really was so incredibly grateful for that moment in time. And as I got out, each one by one, we all single file, went out of the hut. And it was a hut. It's just like, yeah, these skins, draped over just some wood, like a teepee kind of, draped over. Yeah, just all these hides. And it was really interesting. Anyway, as we were walking out, I looked up and there was this huge hawk. And I could hear, I could hear the hawk, I could see it. I was like, wow. And again, deep, deep gratitude of that moment. And that moment changed me. It opened me. It was a prevalent, pivotal initiation of the soul for me. And it opened up a lot. So perhaps today is, your day to say yes to yourself. The decision that you had to make, do it. Yes. Initiation of your soul. Perhaps this is your initiation of your soul to open up just a little more today, or remember back. If you've been on this journey for a very long time, how many initiations have you had? And to just be grateful for all those amazing, amazing experiences that you have had. And just to honor that space, that sacred space. So, initiation of the soul. In what ways can you initiate your own soul? Right here, right now. Thank you. Thank you for listening. And thank you for being here. If you have any questions or comments, please leave here. And if you have any further questions or need some guidance for this. Sometimes we're not sure left or right what we need to do. And so reach out. My email address is Corina@TrineHealing.com. And have a great day and happy 22222. An opening, a beautiful opening for you. All right. Thank you so much. And until the next video, I'm Corina Angela, and this is Trine Healing. Connect to your soul self.